I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure what the global installation progress is, because I installed this, like, 4 days ago. So why it's installing more, I don't know. Also join the conversation. Start a new game. A little over at my last game. That's fine. Great. Anyway, welcome to this pixelated Zambi loading screen. This is a long loading screen. Hello.
Hey there.
Welcome to the loading screen.
What's that tiny little zombie man on the loading screen?
It's the dance zombie.
Oh, is that his name?
I I mean, I don't think it has a name. I just made it up. So yes, it's his
Okay.
name.
Well, you're working for like a crazy random hacker group. Maybe they had a dance zombie. Is it a zombie because it's dead sec?
Yes, probably.
Okay.
It was the Transamerica Pyramid, except I don't think it's actually called the Transamerica Pyramid anymore.
At any point in this game, does someone make a joke about being dead sexy?
I don't remember.
That feels like a thing they would do.
That does, which is...
But it also feels too on the nose, so maybe they avoided it on purpose.
Whatever they have on me, it's all bullshit.
How on the nose is this game on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, like 14.
What year did this game come out?
2016, I believe.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was earlier than that, but yeah, I guess 2016. 2016 just feels like a long time ago now.
Yeah. Just doing our sick tutorial, similar to...
How much of this game is ripped from the headlines?
A solid 96%.
Okay.
Instead...
A purge?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's the story?
So-
Tell me about your man.
So we're Retro. That's our hacker name, because if you remember, Aiden
Okay.
was the fox.
Uh-huh.
So...
Fantastic, Mr. Fox.
Yes.
Aiden
So,
Pierce.
so Marcus Holloway here is Retro. He is a member of San Francisco DedSec.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find a thing in a second here that says that Chicago DedSec is a bunch of assholes with too many rules.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that guy go? Why did
Nobody
he
likes
vanish?
rules.
Yeah. We're also like tackling some of like the early mechanical changes. Not as a mechanical change, but instead of having Aiden's beaten stick, Marcus has a weapon called the Thunderball, which is a electrified pool ball on a string, which is kind of awesome in a weird sort of way.
I was about to say that I hated everything about that. And also, when you called it the Thunderball, I immediately thought it was going to be an electrified yo-yo.
No, it is like a, well, that's cool.
But it's a ball on a stick?
Yes.
Is it
Or
like
it's a ball on a string.
stick?
It's a ball on a
Okay.
string. There is no stick.
Okay, just on a string.
Just
All
on a
right.
string.
Is it electrified?
Yes.
Okay. You hit that man and I didn't see any sparking, so I was very disappointed.
Unfortunately, a lot of his stealth moves with the Thunderball are just like you use it as like
Choke a dude out.
as a Garrett, yeah. Garrot. I don't know how you actually pronounce that word.
Geralt.
Yeah. Use it as a Geralt. But the other thing that he has over Aiden is this
Personality?
well, we'll get there. I was going to say this taser, which has infinite ammo and is basically the best weapon in the game.
I mean, that sounds pretty good. I like infinite ammo.
Admittedly, you have to like reload after every shot, So,
I
like,
don't mind. Is it infinite?
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Fuck it.
So that's him.
The links I will go
He's
to
got a gun.
for infinite ammo are extreme.
Problems are why you keep me around, right?
Oh, I
Which,
guess-
again, is why Mass Effect 1 was the best Mass Effect game.
Curious.
I guess we're actually not with DedSec yet,
Oh, okay.
Already?
but we're going into Bloom because Bloom is like CTOS has branded us a criminal because we are a black man in San Francisco.
That makes sense. And do you remember that time they actually did, like, this exact plot line in real life? Where they used facial recognition to try and do, like, crime prediction and then realized that the facial recognition was racist?
Yes.
Good job. Good job, society. I'm just blaming everyone for that one. I don't think anybody gets out.
That's fair.
Alright, so yeah, you're breaking into the CTOS because fuck these guys. To clear your...
Clear my profile.
Were these guys talking about banging a Mass Effect alien?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this is the thing that I was like, all right. So Aiden. I'm going to do that many times. Marcus is. Whoops, shit.
Did they just call you a home domain awareness hacker?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means that we hacked the home domain company, which is
Oh, okay.
which is like fake Nest.
I thought it was literally like some kind of weird hacker service where you, like, teach people how non-secure their homes are.
No.
It's
But
like, hey, be aware of your home, or so. Okay,
so
alright, so it's a company named
Yeah.
Home Domain Awareness. So you're doing the hack thing where you're hopping back and forth between cameras.
Yep,
That's still a thing.
and he's got sick hacker vision because
Yeah, Detective Vision is, he's not fun or easy, so honestly, I don't know. It just looks like you're in Metroid Prime 2 right now,
a little bit.
using the Echo visor over here.
He was raised in Oakland but was born in...
His deal is, he's been hanging around the DedSec
Whoop.
IRC.
Shit,
and
shit.
So yeah, same thing, hack into cameras to access
Yep.
points.
Hacking the that does get more interesting later on.
Well, yeah. But that mechanic is still here and still what it is.
Yes.
Any significant changes as far as, like, combat stealth?
Uh,
If you got your taser,
so
you got your ball on a string.
you've got so there's a lot more non-lethal stuff you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Fundamentally, there is no difference between lethal and non-lethal, other than one makes you feel better about yourself, I guess.
Okay, so this game doesn't care if you're just gunning people down the streets.
Oh no! Oh
It's
no!
not gonna
no,
care.
No.
It's not gonna impact the story in any way, shape, or form.
No.
You will still be the happy-go-lucky Robin Hood of hackers, whether or not you are
Yes.
shooting people in the testicles or not.
Yes.
Okay.
Which.
See,
let's-
here's the problem. That immediately makes me no longer care about the infinite ammo taser.
Yeah.
Unless I can then... Can you, like, walk up to somebody's body and, like, pick them up and throw them off stairwells or do anything fun with them while they're unconscious?
Not really.
Well, then I don't care.
Yeah.
Because if the game doesn't care whether I'm lethal or not, why would I care? Well, that's not always true. Sometimes I will purposely be, like, non-lethal even when it doesn't make a difference.
We're gonna be mostly non-lethal just because this.
The taser's really
The
good. You don't
taser's
really need anything
really
else.
good.
You won't have much time for the backups to kick in.
I'm assuming you will need the taser later for, like, here's a big dude in the dumb invincibility
Yeah.
body armor stuff. Because I imagine they probably ignore tasers.
Yeah. Like, we're not going to be 100% non-lethal, but we're going to be, you know...
Non-lethal is more convenient in most cases, so go non-lethal.
Yeah.
Alright. So you shut down that thing. What does that do for you?
It means we can now get into the very, very sweaty server room to actually wipe our data, because we took out the security system,
Okay.
and now we're going in...
Which caused all these red lights to turn on.
Yes. Because I think we, like, shut down power, maybe, or something. I don't know.
So these are backup
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'll take it. So while you are doing all this, your character, your retro man,
Yes.
he is being surveilled by DedSec, who have also hacked in.
One moment. Yes.
Huh?
One moment, yes.
Oh. Seems like a bad way to do this.
I will be right back momentarily. Also,
Alright.
hey, hot secret Cal level jokes.
Still seems like a bad way to do this.
It does. Oh, I can't. This isn't a pause.
No,
think.
you can't. You need to get your thing
Oh,
done
I can
now
do
before the
this.
cutscene ends.
I can do this hot.
Oh, you're gonna hit the hot PlayStation menu tricks?
No, I can hit the settings button.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's partly cloudy. That's nice to know. Alright, well, I guess it's just me and the viewers for this early part of the stream while TFP's off doing his stuff. Because apparently someone can't handle their business before they start a stream. Ah, silly. Sadly, I don't really have much to talk about. I was just gonna hang out, watch the stream. Been a long day. Long, really boring day, to be honest.
Maybe the weirdest. That was maybe the weirdest interruption I've ever
Oh,
been involved in. Yeah, that's all we're gonna say about that.
okay. If you say so.
But hey, now
I
we
thought
can-
about entertaining the people on the stream, but then I decided to give them a silent intermission.
That's fine.
Not much happened today. It was a long day. Mostly I just watched, what is it, Nausicaa earlier? Old Ghibli movie.
Yeah.
One of those ones I'd never seen.
I went to see the Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Also, if you recall oh, excuse me.
You've still got a giant BRB
Oh,
on the screen, by the way.
Shit. I can fix that.
Ah, you fool. Bless you.
The
Your stream is falling apart.
I know.
Can't handle your shit before you start it. You have to leave right at the beginning of the stream. And you're forgetting to take messages down. You're sneezing. You're falling
I'm
apart, man.
very professional.
As always.
But
Now you're hacking the floor?
it's the
Let's begin.
yeah, excuse me.
It's the pipe puzzle from the previous games,
Yeah.
just on the floor. In the real lives, instead
I
of
also
in the
want
computer.
to point out Google search anime hardcore purple hair elf.
This is bullshit.
But yeah, basically he has a big you're a criminal because A, you search for weird anime porn, and B, like you had a couple taillights out and you paid the fees. So
Maybe there was a totally reasonable reason for that search, you don't know.
Also, if you remove the criminal record, he still has a threat probability of 42%, which is hilarious. We're going to be the CEO of a multinational corporation.
Okay, I do just want to point out, though,
Yep.
that at least one of those one of those things on his criminal record was bought lockpicks and an under the door tool,
Yeah.
which feels at least a little bit suspicious. People don't just buy lockpicks, that's not a thing.
I was actually looking at lockpicks earlier today.
Well, then let's increase your threat level. So is he changing it so that he will now look like a different dude whenever the CTOS is looking for him?
Yeah.
So it won't connect his name to his face?
The other fun thing now is, if you recall previously, you could, explode the who's what's its.
Stuff. You could
Yeah.
explode things.
You can explode things. Now you can set traps with the explodey thingies. You don't have to you time it. You
So
just
people will just walk by and it will go off in proximity?
Yes.
Nice. I was gonna ask, so you're being surveilled by the actual DedSec people hanging out.
Yes.
And the idea is that they are planning to recruit you,
Yes.
because you were a cool hackerman.
Yes.
Alright.
Is there a follow-up question?
No, I was just curious as though if that was what was going on here.
Yes.
I thought it was, but when I tried to ask about it before, you suddenly had to leave.
I know.
This is very rude of you.
I'm bad streaming. I know. Oops. Well, reinforcements have been called, but I don't care because I'm already here. Theoretically. There we go.
I feel like this building should be easier to escape,
Probably.
considering the sheer amount of window.
Hold it right there.
Help him.
Where the fuck am I go?
Josh! Okay, okay.
Fuck you, Bloom.
Got a sick assist from the DedSec people, and now we're being kidnapped.
Yay. But you're being kidnapped by the good guys, and that makes all the difference.
Yes.
With CTOS, a citywide operating system merging big data with surveillance, security, and transit programs. With a few hundred lines of code, hackers were able
Anyway,
to
here's what happened in Watch Dogs 1.
Many believed the attack would be a killing blow for smart city development. They were wrong. Coordinated from
But
the heart
guess
of
what?
Silicon Valley, CTOS
Silicon Valley don't
has
care about
implemented
bad
across the United
ideas.
States, ushering in the Internet of Things. 6.4 billion connected devices now serve as collection points, mapping and recording our daily routines, making a more secure and more invasive system. But who else is listening? Big Brother no longer works alone.
This is
Thousands of little
hilarious,
brothers monitor
for
and
the
aggregate
record.
your every move, building a complete digital profile of you to be bought,
Like, it's
sold,
not
or stolen.
necessarily inaccurate,
Toys,
but that
study
doesn't
children,
make this
reporting
even
their
less,
play habits back to
like,
marketers.
hilarious.
Appliances, consoles, and home security systems give
You mean just the idea of, let's put CTOS everywhere?
Yes, and well, also this video and the very severe over-dramatization of
Digital
Your
shadows
toys are
follow
watching your
the
kids and
insurance
reporting
companies
back
Also
to
just Big
advertisements.
Brother.
habits and
Yeah.
limit or deny coverage. Health providers determine if your cancer is worth treating. Search results.
Also, they say this thing about the digital profile,
and influence your
but
vote.
like that's
Engineering
already
social
our reality.
on a massive
It's
Yeah.
been our reality for
You
ages.
are now less valuable than the data you produce. This is
I mean, I
the
already knew
reality.
this.
All of
It's
these
not a-
things are already true.
Yeah, it's not.
Threats to personal freedom
They don't need
rise as
CTOS for this. They can just already do all of this.
activists and hackers have drawn their battle lines, putting the establishment on watch. But
Of course insurance companies use algorithms to determine your life habits. All of these things are already true. It's driving me insane that this is.
Yeah, no, it's. This is hilarious.
You already. Yeah, I've always been less valuable than the data I produce.
Anyway, here's Butt Lady.
Technically, everyone always has.
That's true.
That's what writing a book is all about. You don't matter. The fact that you wrote a book does. It's still. God damn it.
This sweetheart is Josh, aka Hot Sauce.
Yo, your hot sauce?
Real talk.
I love your frat house hat. Real talk. Thanks.
This
Alright,
weirdo's
well, you've been
Reg.
kidnapped.
Yep. Here's our.
Why did it
Here's,
take you here?
you know.
Is Horatio.
Here's our crew. One of these people will not make it to the end of the game. Spoilers.
Come get me.
I have a. Huh. So, I'm really, really hoping it's this guy named Josh.
The amount of personal data that thing is collecting is fucking mind-blowing.
Why?
But I feel like it might not be him.
What's wrong with Josh? He's
I just don't like the look of that guy. I don't like the look of that guy.
Sees everything you do and tells on you. Thank you, Josh.
See, here's the problem. If it was up to me and one of these people couldn't make it to the end, it would definitely be Josh. But I have a feeling knowing... Like, I don't know anything about this game, but I have a feeling they're gonna kill Horatio like assholes. Also, where'd all these people on the beach come from?
They're here for the DedSec party, dog.
Were they waiting in the background while they had a hood over your head? Or, like, was everyone just out of view? Like, getting stuff together for the campfire?
Yeah, I think the idea here is like they accepted you into DedSec and then called all their DedSec friends.
Oh, okay.
And then we're like,
The
yo,
party
let's
was later.
party. Yeah.
Well, in that case, I feel like they should have been, like, inviting you in at sunset, and then the party is at night, or something, to... Because it kind of just looked like it blinked, and then a bunch of people loaded in.
I say we tear down the fucking wall. Hey, show everyone what Bloom's up to, man. Show the world that their personal data is being used to rob.
But now we're drunk and swearing a lot. So.
What would happen if all that data was in the hands of the government? What would happen?
What a mystery.
Install the back door, so all we gotta do is walk right through.
This game is so quaint.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, could you imagine what would happen if all this stuff that's already happened?
Oh man. Like you want to talk
So
about
bad.
It'd be so bad if all these things that happened. Wait till we get to the ripped from the headlines sections.
Oh, are you at some
We're
point
not
during
e-
this? Are you gonna be? Uh-huh.
We're not even at the ripped from the headlines
No,
sections
yeah.
yet.
No, this isn't ripped from the headlines. This is ripped from like the archives.
Running from the cops.
Because they're complaining about shit that happened ages ago.
Well, keep in mind it was like recent for 2016.
Even then, like the whole selling people's data thing has been going on literally since Facebook existed.
And then here's this guy
This is not recent developments.
with his Bluetooth earpiece and man bun who will never show up again.
Thank God.
Fuck you, Bloom. I'm gonna go have a goddamn good time.
Marcus is very drunk. Ubisoft presents a very hungover black
What
man.
phone is this?
It's your new phone.
Where's my phone?
In the ocean where you threw it, I think. Meet us at the hackerspace.
We gotta go meet.
Speaking of,
we gotta go
uh,
meet DedSec at the hackerspace.
Please tell me they didn't use the word hackerspace.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Oh God. I was gonna say, is the rift from the headlines part of this going to be that at some point you're gonna be influencing an election?
What? No.
So I was kind of curious, considering this. That's why I was asking when this came out, because if it was 2016, which it is apparently. Oh God, they did say the word hackerspace. I figured that it might be a case of like, oh hey, here's this hot election coverage from the watchdogs.
Well, so the election stuff isn't quite as well.
It's not the main plot.
Well, yeah, no.
It's like a side mission.
Yes. Well, I think it's a main mission, but it's like not important.
It's a filler main mission.
Yeah. Anyway, we're in Marin.
Damn. I guess I was lit, huh?
Like Mardi Gras.
We gotta go buy clothes.
Do you have a bigger variety in wardrobe choice than in the original Watch Dogs?
Yes.
Thank God.
What to do? We're just gonna buy a bunch of apps here.
Oh God, stream. There we go.
Oh. Okay, I did drop a few frames there.
You spun the camera and everything went weird. Did that just say driver San Francisco?
Yes.
Okay, what happens if you hit the driver San Francisco button?
It's like fake Lyft, fake Uber.
You don't get to just play driver San Francisco?
Unfortunately, no.
So I was gonna ask, what do you think? Like, you know, it's early, but you played through all of Watch Dogs 1. You're
Yep.
starting to play this one. What was your overall opinion on this game as compared to the first? Did you like this one more or less?
I would say that I liked this one less.
Okay.
Um,
Is it a matter of tone, story, gameplay?
so I think it makes a lot of really smart gameplay improvements.
Mm-hmm.
The issue that you run into is I think this game's tone is all over the place and not in like a good way.
Is it just one of those things where it is flipping rapidly between serious and not serious?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me get this cool looking leather jacket.
Please tell me that if you hit R1 to go to the premium section, it is not going to be pay real money for clothes.
All right, Satara.
Oh,
so where you at?
you sweet summer child.
God damn it, Ubisoft.
Password for the door.
You can get Dayglow stuff for $7. Get a Union Jack vest. $7.
At least they're selling you good-looking leather jackets in the normal clothes.
That's true.
Get this weird fucking German helmet. Why not?
Eh. Here's the one with Jordy, or the DLC for Jordy. It's $15.
Ah, how do you feel about that?
Jordy should have been in the base game.
What's No Compromise up there for $9.99?
It's just another mission. Like, there's a way to get up here somehow, but I don't remember what it is. I don't think it involves driving a car around. There we go. Maybe. No. Okay, whatever.
Oh god, your objective is to reach the hackerspace.
Yeah, no. We gotta
Jesus.
go to the hackerspace. Make me
Stop
mad.
saying it.
I can't.
don't feel good about any of this. Why would you buy new clothes and then climb through a dumpster?
Don't worry about it.
You've got to break them in.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go to the hackerspace. It's in San Francisco. This car just had a VR headset in its glove box. Cause why do you keep a VR headset in your car?
San Francisco, man.
Yeah, but don't VR and drive.
Why not?
Because don't.
Can you VR and drive?
No.
Why not?
Because that's a terrible idea.
Then how'd you even find out they had a VR headset in the glove box?
Because it popped up when I stole this car, and it said glove box looted.
Oh, I see it
VR
now.
headset.
Well, maybe they were gonna pull into a shady alley and then hit the VR.
Maybe.
Or maybe there's a setting on the car where it just like you have to put in a very specific code to turn it on or something. So they were gonna pull over to the side and then lock the car down and then put on the VR headset. And if somebody walked by, it would just be like a crazy person in a headset, just like stomping on their gas pedal, making car noises. They're just over here playing Burnout in their car using VR. Think about how cool that would be.
I mean,
It'd be like those weird arcade machines that are built like a car that you sit in, except it's your real car.
Bump, bump, bump.
Patent that. We could be rich.
Just cut the stream real quick, and we'll get right on that.
No, stream the patent process.
We're on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Hey, I know that thing. That's a landmark or something.
Yeah. It gets destroyed in all the disaster movies.
Will it get destroyed in this game?
No.
Seriously though, why do all disaster movies feel the need to destroy, like, landmarks?
It's like, I don't know, well, if I were, Mr. Movie Producer, which you of course know that I am,
Mm-hmm.
the reason I would do that would be you want to destroy the landmark because it's a recognizable thing that people in the audience will go, oh, I know that thing, that's bad that got destroyed.
Huh.
You also want to, spend a little money, get the good CG people in, and make it look real nice, so that so that you get a nice trailer shot, so you can put it in the trailer and be like, you want to come see this movie where we mess up the Golden Gate Bridge in hitherto undreamt of ways?
Okay, I feel like A, there's no way to mess up the Golden Gate Bridge that hasn't already been done.
Mm-hmm.
B, like, I don't know, personally, if I was doing a movie, if I was doing my sick action disaster movie or whatever, I would have everything around the landmark be destroyed, so then you could contrast the landmark everybody knows with the horrible destroyed landscape. It's like, you just, like, have, like, a shot of, like, the Washington Monument standing there totally fine, but, like, everything in front of it is totally destroyed and on fire. Or like that big, giant, dumb Jesus statue they have in Brazil. You just have him hanging out with his arms out like, hey, what's up? And everybody on the ground is on fire.
Everything's on
it's
fire.
It's like, aw, symbolism.
Yeah. This discussion in a different form came up somewhat recently.
Oh.
Where I was watching a friend of mine stream Kingdom Hearts, because I will not stream the Kingdom Hearts. You have to go to other people for that.
Were you talking about the part in Kingdom Hearts where they, like, destroy the Empire State Building or something?
No. Someone in the chat was like, why does Kingdom Hearts start with this gigantic boss fight? And I was like,
Spectacle.
well, yeah, spectacle. You want to, get all that up in. And then they were like, well, it's making me not want to buy the game. And I went, okay. Whatever.
Why would opening with a boss fight not make you want to play the game? I think that's a fine way to open a game.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's reasonable. If a game opens with a boss fight, I usually think that's okay. I'm trying to think off the top of my head of games that open with boss fights, but It's like, give you a good tutorial boss type thing.
The example that I came up with was like that one God of War game where you fight the Colossus of Rhodes
Oh, I think
right at the beginning.
the first one you fight the Hydra right at the start. Yeah, I think the second one is Colossus of Rhodes right at the start. So I think a lot of them actually start with the boss fight right out the gate, or at least those two. There's two of the, 5 God of War games?
Something.
Was that giant Skyrim statue hanging out over there?
So the hackerspace is in the basement of like a weird comic game store.
That makes sense.
All night modifying our app so you can get followers to download the app and you can use their processing power for the price.
So basically, we're going to do sick hacks in order to get people to download the DeadSec app so that we can folding at home their phone's processing power to mine bitcoins, to hack Bloom.
Okay.
Yes, check you out, alive and dry. I wasn't sure after your moonlight.
Anyway, if you,
You've got to check this out.
just so you know, wacky fun. Anything is a dildo if you're brave enough. Poster.
I was gonna say, did they have to decorate their hideout like they're the worst?
Yes. Check out
Okay.
the magic box with the farting unicorn that farts
Did they-
rainbows.
Did they have to decorate their place like it's the worst because they're the worst?
Make the future. Draw
Somebody
the
had
sick anarchy symbol on the magazine.
they had
We
Yeah.
are the 99. Hipsters go home.
great a sign that just said what was it? Oh, there was graffiti on the wall that just said your fear is their power or something like that. And if I was in a place where I was in a super secret society and we had a hideout like this, I would be embarrassed and covering up the graffiti. It's just oh, come on.
For the record, here's some of the audio that is Chicago DeadSec sucks. San Francisco DeadSec for life.
Applied to us. But the members of our Bay Area DedSec couldn't be more different from each other. Now, if there was a spectrum spanning anarchists to activists, we'd probably feel the whole damn thing. But there's one thing that
We run the gamut from activists to anarchists. Make the future.
I've been overseeing operations, making sure people get to where they need to be with the tools they require.
Holy lulz, it's DeadSec. Make me mad.
I've lit the fuse.
Why are these people so terrible?
Bloom feels the DedSec explosion.
Also, nowhere in there did he say they sucked.
Hold on.
He just said that I tried to copy whatever they did that worked, but we're too different for that system.
Run this guy.
The implication is they suck, we're cool.
I'd like to say he's actually
I think you're reading into that. I think that's just you.
the harsh
Yeah.
exterior.
I think that's just you thinking that these guys are cool.
Motherfucker all the way through.
You're hanging out in this. You're
I
hanging out in the
don't-
hacker space
I don't
and
think
wishing that
they're
you were in the
cool.
hacker space.
Although, hey, this neon sign that says Happy New Fear, but the N is backwards and the E is a 3,
No agent is
Happy New Fear.
The truth is, Wrench doesn't care if he dies. But he's not going quiet.
Wrench will not die quiet.
The Wrench on our side.
It's
One
important.
of the group's biggest problems is lack of GS
I've heard about the importance of that.
shit done. The Wrench,
The Wrench is pure getting shit done.
he's not some dumb thug either. I've seen some of his code. He's legit. Probably why he's interested in DedSec and not some street gang. DedSec found Josh, hot sauce, posting anti-CTOS videos on Invite. Kid had a plastic Halloween mask over his face. A skull.
But, so,
Why did they refer to him as the Wrench?
because he's Wrench. Nah.
You don't say the Wrench. The problem, he didn't say I'm glad Wrench is on our side. He said I'm glad the Wrench is on our side. He added a V.
Do you know any other Wrench?
No, so you don't
So
have
he's
to.
the
You don't have to
Wrench.
specify.
CTOS
anyway,
profile
basically
and all
this is
kinds of
also like
nasty
telling
threats
you all
pop
about
up.
the
Emotionally
crew
challenged,
here.
unstable, even
Mhm.
low mental maturity score. He's none of those things, and he quickly became the activist soul of our group. He has a black and white
Wrench
way of
is
seeing
crazy.
fair and unfair.
Josh is
Maybe
extremely
he was
autistic.
often hilarious. We caught a glimpse of the damaged CTOS Delta. Rejected care programs, cut funding, overcharges.
If I can find more tablets, that'd be
When we met
cool.
Josh, he had the right intentions and the wrong approach, like a laser putting on a pretty light show instead of burning holes.
I don't know, laser putting on a pretty light show is feels a really good use of a laser.
So we've been looking at this new guy, calls himself Retro.
There's him talking about me, because I skipped another tablet. God damn it.
Read everything I could about what was going down. The Home Domain Center had to deal with Homeland Security. They rolled out cameras in Oakland and started stockpiling data on everybody. Somehow Retro got targeted by the thing and profiled him based on his computer skills and marked him as a prime suspect in the local high-tech robbery. The evidence was all digital. Nothing put him at the scene of the crime. And the case was a shit show, full of quotes from people who didn't know anything about technology, lies everywhere, false flags and fear-mongering.
So this is also the way that you get the
Retro got lucky. Got a judge that decided not to throw the book at him.
like the thing from before in Watch Dogs where you just had like info on everybody.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means that you have to have this sick effect on everything while you're doing it,
Oh God.
which is a real bummer. So I
That
don't do it as
sucks.
much. Don't get as much info on the funnies.
That is unfortunate.
But you do get, you know, Sitar. Well, I mean, this lady. What's her name? I don't know. Who has hacked her name as Joan of fucking Arc, and her job is aesthetic intimidator.
And now Retro's got himself a nasty profile on record. We think he's gonna be eager to do something about it and can't wait to see him work. My bet, he's prime DedSec material.
But yeah, so I'm gonna stop looking for these because
Because audio logs.
Because audio logs. But basically, just the gist of it is the wrench would be crazy. Josh be very good at the computers and bad at the people. Horatio be very good at the people and has a day job. Satara comes from rich family and is like an art student who decided that she was done with being the art student and like it did all these designs and graffitis and whatever.
Oh, okay. She's to blame for this, is what you're saying.
Yes, she is to blame
Okay.
for all of this.
Great.
But let's talk to Wrench,
Behold,
because that's the thing.
our very own open source research app. So, like, all of us here pool vulnerabilities that we find, and we encourage everyone to share their work, their research, etc.
Okay, so what's the research app?
And so
Widen our
basically,
skill set,
he's going
make
to talk
us
about
irresistible to the gender of our
the
choice.
research app.
What, so it's like I know kung fu kind
It's
of
your
deal?
skill tree.
Kung Fu was a gender and
Great.
not so 1999?
Matrix jokes.
Tell me about your skills.
I have to find the research app. Oh, there it is. So basically, it's we have very similar things from last time. We have marksmanship, which is basically the combat from last game. Botnets, which basically gives you more battery power to do your hacking. Tinkering, which lets you make gadgets. City disruption lets you, you know, do the city stuff. Vehicle hacking lets you so you can AI drive some vehicles to cause distractions and stuff. It's actually kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
And then the scary thing, and by scary thing I mean totally hilarious thing, is this social engineering section.
Uh-huh.
Where you can do
I saw that briefly and was going to ask about that.
Where you can do things like SWAT people.
Ah.
It's a trickster thing, don't you know?
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, it's wacky and fun.
It's wacky and fun putting out an APB for for a special dangerous criminal advisory. This is especially funny later on when we do the mission that is all about how swatting is bad and you shouldn't do that.
With your special swatting ability.
With my special swatting ability. It's almost like people didn't really think that one through.
A 3D printer?
I think you could say that about a lot of this game, honestly.
I mean, we haven't even gotten to the...
I know.
Seriously?
Yep. Once you master it, voila! Hipster merchant of...
So if you recall, in Chicago, there you could buy guns
telling yourself that.
from the things, from the places, from the stores. That's the word. In this game, you instead 3D print all your guns. Which, I'm going to be super honest, it's not, that's, 3D printed guns are not good. You know what you can 3D print that's a very dangerous weapon? You can 3D,
a knife.
You can 3D print a knife, and that will be way more effective for you than 3D printing a gun. But don't do that.
Why are you trying to help 3D printer-based criminals, TFP?
I didn't say anything. But yeah, so we have military guns, and we have DedSec guns, like the 4 Noobs pistol,
God,
WTB stun launcher, /N sniper, the Control-Alt-Delete launcher.
That thing 3D print your dumb RC car with...
The Goodbye World shotgun. It's like Hello World, but goodbye. The Bullet Hell shotgun. Now I have a 3D printed gun. It's very not useful. And my stream is dying again as I 3D print this gun. You know, hang out for a bit.
I really wish the 3D printer screen wasn't just big enough to see it surrounded by a bunch of terrible memes. Like, every time you print a weapon off, you're gonna have to stare at that poster on the wall.
Oh, yeah. You know.
Oh!
Sick burns on the arts. Your fear is their power. Tourist information here. So yeah, basically, I want less of this in the Watch Dogs 3 that's coming out later this year or next year. Thank you.
Good to have another brother here. Good to be here, man. Are you all
And as soon as I start talking to Horatio after it gets done freaking out, it decides to freak out again.
Building shit that shouldn't work. I was trying to build this big ass drone.
And wrench?
Good engineer too, but better at breaking shit apart.
Oh, please tell me you're getting out of the hackerspace soon.
No! We are spending
it.
the rest of the stream in the hackerspace. I'm lying.
Dirty hacking motherfuckers.
Yeah, I brushed up against them before. It wasn't
I
pleasant.
may reset my
Right, that's what I
dongle
like to hear.
if this
Pick up with me
continues.
when you're ready to do this, and I'll fill you in.
Just for, you know,
Always someone running ops against
big
mine.
maximum
Really love your help.
professional stream. Hello. Hello, hello. Am I back? Yeah. Hold on.
It's based on hard
It's
value.
based on how many people download our app.
How much processing
Oh, okay.
power we have
How much processing power we have access to.
And speaking of which, we're downloading the DedSec app into your phone as we speak. When it's ready, open it up, click the suggested op, and hit the park outside so we can test it.
Sounds good.
One more thing. I put a reminder on your phone so you remember what we're gunning for. Get enough processing power to take down Blue.
So the plan is to get widespread public support and have everyone download your phone app.
Yes.
All right.
So this is how the
Who
game...
would download a phone app from a bunch of hackers?
That's a great question. But here's how this game sort of handles its structure, which I think is much better than it was in Watch Dogs 1. Basically, your missions are kind of divided up into what are called operations. And they're basically just thematic, like, storylines, and you continue through them, and then you get more followers, and it makes your DedSec app cooler, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Basically.
The spiritual organization New Dawn is accusing Oakland City Councilor Miranda Kamei of defamation. In a recent interview, the councilor had described the organization as, quote, a fraudulent pyramid scheme.
But anyway,
Okay, you're finally getting out of this
yes,
place.
we're finally getting out of the hackerspace.
God damn it.
What?
Oh, hey, breaking news.
Yeah. New Dawn. Because Ubisoft can't come up with original names, and I forgot about this until I was, like, looking up stuff about fucking this game, and the part where the fake Scientology is called New Dawn, and I was just losing it because the Far Cry.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a callback. They're just trying to establish that Far Cry and Watch Dogs happen in the same universe.
Far Cry and Watch Dogs and... Oh,
and
yeah!
It's the Ubisoft shared universe.
Yes.
There's a Far Cry movie, isn't there?
Yes! Yes, there is. Directed by...
Somebody needs to go back and watch that movie and find out if there are any references to the Assassin's Creed movie in it.
Uwe Boll does not know what Assassin's Creed is.
I mean, especially not when that movie was made, because I don't think Assassin's Creed was even a thing then.
This is true. Followers are our Skrilla. Make me mad. What? But anyway, let's talk to this man.
Hey, so what's this about Bobo Days?
How?
So here we are. Here's our first ripped from the headlines bit.
Uh-huh.
Big Pharma CEO Gene Carcani has a huge rap Bobo Dakes collection and has bought the album for millions of dollars to keep it to himself.
Won't share it.
And won't share it. Like nothing that happened in the real life at around this time.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I assume you guys have heard of Gene Carcani.
Fun times.
He's laughing on TV about how he's raising the price of leukemia medicine. He's the most hated man in America.
Guy's a huge Bobo Dakes fan. Must have read Bobo's in town recording new tracks because he's offering millions to
Do you get it?
I get it. You get the reference?
Do you get the reference?
How much of this game is did you get that reference?
A lot.
I need you guys to run through interviews, podcasts, whatever. Find me.
Wait till we get to the New Dawn stuff.
At what point during this do you have to hack Tom Cruise?
That happens.
I know, of course it does. At least this game will apparently be terrible in a way that is entertaining, and by entertaining I mean existentially depressing. See, this will actually be fun. It's like a trip down memory lane because I can see these knockoff generic versions of these news stories
and
then be
that
like,
was
"Oh,
quaint.
hey, I remember when that was happening."
That was quaint.
I remember, like, I'd forgotten about Shkreli until now. What do you think he's up to these days?
Being in jail.
Ah.
Not listening to that Wu-Tang album. Oops.
Marcus, guys, the cyber trailer just dropped.
Hold on. I just want to read this real quick. No, God, get out of my way.
I'm on my way.
Go away. I'm going to keep my ad blocker on. Thank you. I don't know when this happened exactly, but apparently he was recently prison transferred because he was running his pharmaceutical company with a contraband cell phone from inside the jail.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Anyway, we're hacking Bobo Dakes' phone. And doing a sick backflip for no reasons!
Never heard before. How's the soundboard coming?
Yo, a Bobo Dakes, bitch.
Yo, bitch, I'm Bobo Dakes!
Contact Carcani.
I'm gonna visit his mansion. I need to see his face when we do this.
To be fair, does there have to be a reason to do a sick backflip?
No. Also, I want to point out, hacking this fake Kanye West gave me 13,000 followers.
Nice.
Oops. No, keep...
Speaking of people I'd forgotten about, Kanye West.
Yep.
What's he up to these days?
There's your answer. That's what he's up to.
Laughing at how rich he is.
Pretty much.
Apparently he's getting his own Rick and Morty episode.
Great.
The guys who make Rick and Morty apparently contacted him and were like, hey, you want to be in an episode? We'll give you an episode.
Anyway, time to hack totally not Martin Shkreli's house here. Like, look at him.
Time to mess with the farmer clown.
Is it just like Martin Shkreli?
Yes.
Did they just take like his face directly and put it into the game?
Pretty much.
Great. Hold on, I'll let you zoom in. Yeah, I guess. I can see it.
Hello? Man, are you taking me up on my offer?
Yo, bitch, I'm Bobo Dakes.
That guy's worth a lot of money.
Fantastic.
1,705,032,700.
Get a sample? Damn. That's dope. That's your best work yet.
I forgot I was supposed to be actually doing something while I was here.
Oh.
So how do you want payment?
Bitch better have my money.
I just need to know how to route it to you.
Now I've done the thing, so now I can just stare.
Now you can just hang up on him.
That's the routing number? Sent and confirmed. Got it. This is awesome, man. This is like a dream come true. What? What are you talking about?
Yo, bitch. It's Bobo Dakes.
No. No, 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 no. Oh, what the shit? No. What? Come on, what are you guys doing to me? Why me? Come on. I'm a good
He's got shareholders, bitches. Also, I want to point out his little emoticon went from happy face to frowny face. That is all.
Can CTOS tell your emotional state?
Yes. Alright. We have now done the Martin Shkreli section of the video game.
Guys, he just donated 20 million to leukemia research.
Bitch better have my money.
Yo, who did that?
How do you feel making that?
It could have been worse. Like, I'm honestly shocked that it didn't end with you punching him in the face or something.
Oh wait, hold on. What was that name?
Oh, what name?
Hook Motion Pictures. So here's another quaint memory lane trip.
Oh.
Around 2016.
Hmm.
Let's say there was a movie company that was going to put out a movie that let's call it for the sake of not infringing on anyone's copyrights. Let's call it the question and answer session. Starring, let's say, God, who was in that movie? I don't actually remember who was in that movie. Reth Sogan was, and then the other guy. I don't remember who the other guy was. But let's say it was lampooning.
It was the guy that's in all of those movies with him, who's been in every one of those movies that he's ever made.
I don't remember that guy's name, though.
How do you not remember that guy's name? Didn't you see all of his shit?
Oh, right. It is that guy. It's the man who has much shit.
All of it, that's the point. They give us access to their power. We grow in.
But yes, continue.
But yes. And they got hacked by, the dictator of a small foreign Asian dictatorship.
Mm-hmm. China.
Yes.
Silicon Valley would kill to have that level of computing. Private data farming runs their whole economy.
But we look out for our own, man. That's why people are joining our movement. To make a statement against the technocrats.
Artists used to live here make me mad. Keep the internet free. We had to go back to the hackerspace. I know you're thrilled.
Tell me about all those famous internet artists. Who is your favorite old-timey internet artist, TFP?
Bobo Dakes? I don't know.
No, I mean the real art on the internet. Like, was it that guy with the jar? The people who created the real art out there. Was it those two girls with the cup? That one lady with the bathtub?
Oh boy.
Who made your favorite internet art back in the day?
I try to stay away from all that stuff. I do recall a off-color breakfast food, let's say.
I'm not looking for justice, goddammit.
And we're gonna leave it at that?
Aw, see, that one's not ringing a bell, so now I'm sad.
One man prowls the information superhighway looking for cyber justice. It's gonna be a cyber catastrophe, make me mad.
Hit him with the code flurry, Chip.
Look at how happy Wrench is.
He seems psyched, but also that tattoo he has is like the worst thing in the world.
What, the one that is like a login, or the...
No, the giant anarchy tattoo on his throat.
We gotta get these hackers somewhere safe.
They aren't hackers, Devin. They're just script kiddies.
Hey, the car answered.
This ain't your mama's smart car. I think next time we're gonna need a higher firewall, pal.
Cyber Driver.
No one is psyched about Cyber Driver quite like Marcus and Wrench here.
You know what I'm thinking? We cut our own version of that trailer. And that car is gonna help us do it.
Real?
I appreciate their enthusiasm and everyone else being super down on them.
First, Josh and I will go to the studio.
See, that I like. That's the right kind of dumb.
There are moments of that. The issue is there are moments of that, and then you get a lot of, you know, take a look at the
Don't worry, Cyber Child. Hacker movies and
at the hacker space here. Take a look at this screen.
We are holding you solely responsible for the direct that is Cyber Driver. Cheesy stunts and bad dialogue, we can take. But you've insulted our intelligence, and that we can't excuse. It seems like you could do with a lesson on what hackers are capable of. And since you didn't come to us to learn, we'll come to you to teach. We are launching Operation Hack and Run. We'll show you what hackers can do.
What? They're all psyched about that movie. Why are they now insulting the movie?
I think it's someone who isn't Retro or Wrench.
Why would you let them write the thing?
It's
Also, all of this is terrible.
yeah, uh-huh. Guess what? It's gonna stay that way.
Great. Is that going to happen before every major mission?
Of course, make me mad. Why
Great.
would it not happen before every major mission? Just kill the bitrate.
Was the person talking in the dumb skull mask an FMV person?
No.
Okay.
It's that game.
I thought it might have been an FMV person with a really heavy filter.
Game's not that cool, unfortunately.
I thought they would have gone for FMV. It seemed like a thing they might do.
Be that as it may.
You guys thought that movie was gonna be good?
Well, yeah, sure. They're fun to laugh at.
Cool, he said.
Did I actually say cool? Here's what we know, Josh. Cyber Driver is shaped up to be $1 million cyber-tastrophe.
I know you're trying to get my goats with that word.
I don't want that.
You keep your goats. I don't want your
Only allow the
goats.
name to be sullied.
You mean cyberized?
You can keep trying, but it'll never be funny to me.
I'm not gonna lie. If those scenes were what they chose for the trailer, yeah, the rest of it's gonna be jack shit. And why they chose to target DedSec is curious.
Well, Chicago was a big deal.
True. Anyway,
But yeah, I guess apparently they're riffing on DedSec with the Cyber Driver trailer
Are
there.
the villains in the Cyber Driver movie DedSec knockoffs?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, after this, the cyber world will never be the same.
Alright, but here's the problem.
Uh-huh.
Why would you not think that was awesome?
I don't have an answer for you. Because it is. It is super awesome.
I feel like if you were a weird internet hacker group trying to become, famous and or infamous, like, having a movie made about how you are the worst would be good for you.
You'd think, but...
Especially, like, a terrible, cheesy movie that is clearly not meant to be taken seriously.
It's almost like there's a thing that will come up in, like, 3 streams from now that will explain all of this.
Oh.
And you're cutting the line just a little bit. But hey, let's go to fake Sony Pictures Studios.
Also, I'm just going to throw this out there.
Uh-huh.
Was this made before or after Infamous 2? After, right?
Well after.
Thought so. Infamous 2 was like a launch PS4 game or something, right?
No, Infamous 2? Or do you
No,
mean,
sorry. Infamous...
Second Son?
Second Son. That's what I was thinking, too. Yeah, Infamous Second Son.
It wasn't
that was
launched,
like
but
PS4.
it was near launch, yeah.
Okay, so this was made way after that.
Yes.
Because I was just thinking about the part where your character has, like, his dumb ball on a rope.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, I remember Infamous Second Son, where it's like you had to stick chains It's like, yeah, that was rad.
You had the sick chain, and then you would imbue it with whichever power you had.
Yeah, it was great.
It was really cool.
And this just seems really in comparison, not gonna lie. Like, I get it, it's supposed to be, I'm not gonna use the word realistic for this, but it's supposed to be not super powered.
The idea here is that it's a thing that
ostensibly could be made.
It absolutely can be made. Like, the developers were looking up, like, homemade melee weapons or whatever. But anyway...
See, that would raise your CTOS threat score.
Yes.
That's the kind of Google search that would get you... What happens to your CTOS threat score when you Google search ripped dudes?
It's a great question. Anyway, welcome to one of the
drone
things
hacking.
Yes, drone hacking, which is actually, like, super neat.
This is just the morph ball from Metroid.
Sort of. But I don't have the other drone. I don't have the other drone.
Assuming the other drone flies.
The other drone fly. So they each have their strengths and weaknesses. So other drone flies, but it can't do physical hacks. So there are certain hacks where, like, you have to, like, basically just a big USB thing flies out.
You have to physically mount a computer?
Yes.
Okay.
Oops.
I don't think I saw your car.
That's fine.
Luckily they have this weird Tinshu fucking style under the building thing you can hide in.
Yes.
This crawl space. Speaking of crawl spaces, you know what really sucks?
Crawl spaces?
Having to fix a sink. Like, having to get under a sink and, like, you know, tighten stuff up and whatnot. Because it's hard to work around a sink.
A man picked up and threw a rock at stairs.
Why?
Because he thought he saw my jumper. Oh, fuck. He did. He did see my jumper.
Aw.
So, unfortunately, that means that my jumper is destroyed and it's going to be on a timer before it comes back.
So, time to wait for your jumper to come back, I guess.
Fuck that. We're just going to go in.
You don't have to go and find, like, another 3D printer and make a new jumper?
No, just
wait for the cooldown?
You just wait for the cooldown, and then you go.
Okay, so you could have just gone in on foot. You didn't need the jumper.
You don't need to do drone stuff. It's just, you know, it's just really cool if you can do that and it work. And
I'm actually super glad to hear that, because that was one of the main things that turned me off of this game, was hearing about the drone stuff.
No, it is. All the drone stuff
optional.
is 100% optional.
Thank Christ.
But it does feel really cool when you do things like...
hack a thing with your remote controlled car.
Yeah, and you're, like, over on a different building.
So question, instead of the drone thing where you're, like, driving in here to do that, could you have done that via the camera trick?
Yes.
Okay.
There are many, many ways to tackle... Like, that's... Gameplay-wise, this game is this is a big step up from Watch Dogs 1. There are, like... All of these, like, areas are Deus Ex-like in nature of, like...
You can accomplish them in multiple ways, and it's just how you want to do it.
Yeah. Also,
see, that's great, because one of the things I hated about Watch Dogs 1 was being required to do the camera thing, and, like, really long, annoying sections of having to hop the cameras to do stuff. So if I could just run in and shoot everyone instead, that would have been great.
Also, check out all of these amazing movie posters as I get shot to death.
Yep.
For Disbeliever, Game of Shenanigans, American Elections, a documentary. I love
that one got way darker.
I love the poster for American Elections, by the way.
That's like a... What is on that poster? It's hard to see.
It's like a little girl with a drum.
Okay, because I thought it was like a teddy bear throwing its arms up or something. I couldn't quite tell. Like a teddy bear in a cowboy hat.
No, it's just.
But no, it's a small child.
Small child.
Small child with a cowboy hat and a drum in front of a cracked up road.
Yep.
Because sure.
Oh shit! I missed again.
Yeah, like if you could have handled a lot of those situations in Watch Dogs 1 by just running in and doing this, it would have probably made me like that game way more. But, for instance, if you were just running through here with a shotgun gunning down all of these people in the movie studio, would the mission not change in any way, shape, or form?
It would not change in any way, shape, or
No,
form.
you would still get a bunch of followers and people would be like, man, DedSec is cool for doing that, even though you just killed like 50 people?
Yes.
Okay. That's messed up. That seems really bad, actually.
It's not the greatest, let's
Like,
say.
that seems fucking weird. Like, they had to think about that while they were making the game, right? Can we blame Patrick for this?
Probably.
Okay. Like, I feel like we can solidly blame that article he wrote for this whole problem.
Probably.
Because if this was actually a thing of, like, you're a hacker group trying to get good publicity, and you can fuck it up by doing bad things and getting bad publicity, that would actually be an interesting, like, approach.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
All the bottom of the poster text is just Lorem Ipsum. God damn it. But also this poster for the WTF actually looks kind of cool, despite the movie being called The WTF.
It's like a weird bee lady.
Yeah. I like it.
If you want to watch Devora's origin story.
You know I do.
Hey, get out of here.
Anyway, time to leave the area, because I'm not up to no good. What are you talking about? Oh, it's the director of Cyberdriver! I found him.
That's okay. I think I have a backup plan.
Okay, see, here's the... Are you telling me that if you killed the director of Cyberdriver, the story wouldn't change in any way, shape, or form?
The story
to
would not
acknowledge it?
change in any way,
God
shape, or
damn it.
form.
That's infuriating to me.
It's a little odd, let's say.
Like, why even put that guy in here if you're not going to let that change anything?
Because if you recall, like, I mean, it was very basic.
Well, yeah, the reputation system in the first game was incredibly basic, because it didn't really... Did it even impact anything?
Yes.
Okay.
So, basically, if you were a bad vigilante and, you know, murdered a bunch of people in the streets, people would, if they saw you, they would just call the cops. Which makes sense, because you're a crazy vigilante man, and if they see you, they're going to call the cops. If you had a higher reputation, if you had the good reputation, you could actually get away with a couple crimes before people would be like, you could murder people in the street and they'd be like, they probably deserved it. Yay, vigilante man. Like, do it too much and then they would start calling the police. But you had a buffer if you were a good guy, basically. And then they would also like there were occasional, like how this game has the video news that occasionally shows up. Oh, stream please. They had like audio news reports that would occasionally pop up, and because I played it very, you know, as a good guy, all the audio news was like, oh, the citizens of Chicago are saying that if the vigilante asked for their help, they would give it to them, and the police are saying you should not do that. If you were a bad person, it'd be different. Basically. I don't know what it is, because again, never played as a bad person, because
Because why would you? You're not evil.
I'm not evil. I don't like playing any game that has, like, the morality system. I can't do the villain, except for, like, occasional funny joke answers. Like, I will punch people in the face in Mass Effect, but I will mostly play Paragon.
Yeah, makes sense. Usually, I try to be a good guy.
But occasionally you just need to punch someone in the face.
Well, that's what games like Dynasty Warriors are for. Or Diablo, like when you just really want to blow something up.
Yeah. Just cause.
Yeah. Oh man, speaking of Dynasty Warriors.
Oh boy.
So, how much have you've played like a Dynasty Warriors game in the past, right?
I've played a few.
Like, do you know there's always that one faction who's like down south who are like all the barbarians and whatnot?
Oh, you mean like actual Dynasty Warriors? No, I've never actually.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
I've played fake Dynasty
You've
Warriors.
played spin-offs. That's not Dynasty Warriors. It's not real Dynasty Warriors. The point is, in actual Dynasty Warriors, there's like this whole faction down to the south who are like barbarian people who are like living in the jungle.
Okay.
I recently learned through, like actually looking shit up or whatever.
As you do.
Those guys in actual history are not like crazy barbarian people. That's just the Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel being hilariously racist.
Great.
And then that transferred into the games as them being like a tribe of jungle-dwelling savages. Because that's how the Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel treats them, because they lived in the southern part of China.
So they're the hillbillies of China.
Essentially, yes.
Great.
But, like, every part of the novel is basically treating them as, like, fucking barely survivable, like, just above animal level intelligence. Like, the kinds of people who don't understand what fire is when they start getting shot with fire arrows, that kind of stupidity.
Great. Also, I want to point out this is now the second man bun of the video game.
Yep. Well, I mean, you're in San Francisco, right?
It's true. Yes.
This is going to keep happening.
Also, he just said coolosity.
Are you helping out like a...
Paparazzi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
Because he knows where the fake Knight Rider is. And I need to know where fake Knight Rider is.
Okay. But paparazzi are fucking scumbags, though.
Yes.
The more of this I see, the worse I think your main characters are. Which just infuriates me that the point of this game is that you're going to become super popular and beloved by the population.
I mean, check out that backflip.
Like, if this game actually had a full-on reputation system where you could be beloved or feared by the population, that would be awesome. And I would like to play that game where it actually changes the story. But, like,
But
I hate things like this where it's just not integrated at all, and everybody's just like, no, these main characters are cool. And it's like, but I am shooting... Like, this game has the problem that Patrick was complaining about that the first game didn't have.
Yeah.
Like, this is the game where you're doing a bunch of horrible shit and everyone loves you.
Yeah, basically.
The first game actually had a reputation system that made people dislike you. But this one, it's like you could just shotgun the director of a movie in the back and the game's going to move on as though you didn't.
Yes. That will happen.
Like, Christ almighty. Like, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
And that's a word I never thought I would use about Watch Dogs 2, considering that I don't care about Watch Dogs 2.
I've tased that person.
Also, random aside, while you continue to play the game, if you could choose any other trailer music for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer, what would it have been?
So I was actually watching one of those videos on the YouTubes where they put different music.
Mm-hmm.
But, so they put, Weird Al's parody of Gangster's Paradise.
Nice.
And I enjoyed that trailer much more.
System check.
Anyway, we've now stolen Knight Rider. Also,
Is the car sentient?
sort of.
Great. At least that's working.
Also, Wrench and Marcus are just going to quote Top Gun at each other.
That seems like the wrong thing to quote in this instance.
It does, but...
Why are they not quoting Knight Rider?
That's a great... Name a quote from Knight Rider.
I can't, because I haven't seen Knight Rider, but if you're going to put a Knight Rider reference in your thing, shouldn't you watch Knight Rider?
Probably. But...
Do your research.
What I'm trying to get at here is there is a very specific, very hilariously awkward reference that's going to come up in a moment as we're driving that I will point out when we get there.
Dispatch, can you run a check? Is this a part of the movie?
As soon as it, happens.
Okay, so here's my most important question. Is this car going to join your gang?
No.
Then what is the point of this?
Because we're... Here we go. Here's the reason. Here's the hot joke. Remember the original Kinect?
Yes.
Remember how it couldn't see black people?
Yeah. Can the car not? Is the car powered by Kinect?
The car can't understand...
There it is. Yep.
Sorry, continue. We're stealing this so that we can cut a fake trailer to make the...
Okay, no, I get that. But why have the car be remotely sentient if you are not going to make this car join the team?
Because...
Look, okay, here's my thing. I'm wondering why this game isn't just becoming Saints Row.
Yes.
Because guess what? In Saints Row, this car would have joined the team.
Yes. This is great questions. What? So, this game became like GTA, which is unfortunate because it should have become Saints Row. Basically, is what we're saying here. Speaking of Saints Row, how about that Switch port of Saints Row the Third? Yikes.
Yeah.
I am Devin Von Devin, and I am.
You are not Devin.
But on the other hand, portable Saints Row.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Devin Von Devon is swarthy and handsome.
Damn, Silicon Valley couldn't hire one brother?
My Galilei creators think of everything.
Yeah, maybe not everything.
Also, I'm going to be honest, going in between Watch Dogs 1 and Watch Dogs 2 immediately is a little awkward, because, boy, they changed the control scheme, like, all the way.
Oh? Driving-wise, or just all over?
All over.
And never mind voice recognition. I mean, sure, it needs a smack of sided scripting, but it had cogent responses. Do you know?
So, yeah, sprinting in the last game was R2 and X. It is L3 in this game. The CTOS scan was square in the last game. It's R3 in this game.
I know it.
Also, here's the joke. It was actually not sentient. It was Wrench being a dick.
Ah.
Wow. Shiny and new.
So it wasn't responding at all?
Well, there's Does that count?
Man, fuck you.
The car's designed for autonomous control, but nothing's there.
But it is, like, actually designed to be a self-driving car, but it's just
See? That's what I'm talking
movie
about.
thing.
Think positive.
It's just stupid. So that's the plan? Fix a smart car the space company couldn't?
See, the thing is, I still like the joke that he's been screwing me through the whole time, but now I'm just disappointed that it's not actually a talking car.
That's fair.
See, this is my problem, is now I'm just sitting here with the main character feeling immense disappointment.
Well, now you can relate.
Exactly. I can relate to the main character, in that I'm really disappointed your team did not get a talking car. But also now I'm just upset this is the kind of game that would fake me out of a talking car. God damn it, game. Don't tease something cool and then not do it.
How about this sick Asian dad meme about you were the 99%? Why not 100%?
Okay, wait, I have a serious question.
Yeah, what's up?
How have they not found your sick hacker hideouts when all of the walls are covered in memes?
It's San Francisco, dog. Everything's covered in memes. Oh, this game's terrible. It's not terrible. It's just not. This game is very bizarre.
It is. This game is goofy, but not goofy enough.
Yeah.
It's in the uncanny valley of goofy. Like, this game falls into that weird niche of just, like, it's not quite... Like, it's out there, but it's not quite out there. It's not fully embracing it.
It is... So...
This is like a halfway point between, like, Saints Row 1 and 2.
So what this game is this game is Sunset Overdrive. It is test audience approved wackiness.
I could see that, but yeah. Like, I get that on the one hand. On the other hand, like, Sunset Overdrive, like, was at least, like, crazy and went for it. While this is still setting it realistically, but having everything be just bizarre. Like, I kind of wish they just went all the way. But, yeah, no, like, it's still a realistic setting, but the characters are goofy. Well, like you said, the tone is all over the place, so...
The tone's all over the place. It does... So I'm gonna say this here, you know, I don't think it's necessarily a big spoiler. The tone gets better.
Okay.
It's just, this beginning is super rough, and it's super rough for about, like, 12 hours if you were playing normally. Yeah. We're gonna cut out, you know, like, collection and stuff, so it'll probably be like, you know, 2 or 3 streams before the tone normalizes.
Okay. Is it normalized to be more serious or more goofy?
More serious.
Okay. Will it become more like Watch Dogs 1?
Not quite to that level.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it will stop well, there are still ripped from the headlines bits all over the place. Are you
going to have to, like, use enhanced interrogation techniques on some guy locked up in a garage?
No.
You're not going to have to cover somebody in gasoline and set them on fire?
No. We're not... Okay. I see where you're going with this, no.
Alright.
You're not going to have to, you know, accidentally drop the matches and then accidentally set the fire and then immediately cut to the next scene and not talk about that ever again. Which is one of the most bananas things in that entire movie. We both saw Detective Pikachu.
It was kind of dark.
Yeah. Well, that part was.
Yeah. And then at some point it just turned into, like, DeviantArt, the movie.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that later.
We can talk about that at a different date. The conspiracy from the last game, if you recall, at, like, the very end of the game.
Yeah, like the last thing where it's like, by the way, I work for people who are really bad.
By the way, I work for people who are really bad. Let me talk to you about Bellwether.
Was that what they dropped? Okay.
That was the name they dropped. Bellwether is going to become basically the back third of this game. And
okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Once it starts being conspiracy theories and, you know...
Once the wacky fun times are over?
Once the wacky fun times are over.
I guess that's my thing, is just, like, I kind of wish this game went full wacky or went full serious.
Yes.
Hey, Marcus?
Like, you can do both in a game. It's just... I don't know. Like, I have a hard time considering the mission you just did with, like, the car thing. Like, the whole opening bit of you, like, getting drunk and passing out and just waking up in some random person's house without any pants. Like, all that stuff was fun. And it's like, you could just... And then, of course, you had the part where you're just hanging out in the fucking hacker zone.
In the hacker space!
That's it.
Say the name right.
I forgot the name.
How could you forget about the hacker space?
Easily and on purpose. Point is, like, you had that whole bit, which is like, but like,
I think it earns it, which is again a thing we'll get there too. It may just be because I prefer it less goofy.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, I guess that's my thing. Is like, I would have no problem with it being serious if it was serious from the start, but I have a hard time taking your protagonist seriously when he is hitting people with the Thunderball, or whatever the fuck that thing is called.
Yeah, the Thunderball.
That's fucking stupid.
What?
Like, that is a weapon for a dumb, goofy game. It should not be a weapon you are using in a serious game.
But it's the Thunderball.
Yeah, that's the name of a bad James Bond movie. Wasn't that the one with Christopher Walken?
I don't know.
Hold on. I gotta find this out. No, okay. Apparently, Christopher Walken was from A View to Kill. So who the hell was the main character in Thunderball?
Is that the one with Roger Moore and it goes in space or something?
No. Thunderball's Sean Connery.
Oh, okay.
Or did you mean A View to Kill?
No, Thunderball.
Oh, wow.
Or no,
Thunderball's from 65.
I'm thinking of Moonraker, I think, is the one with Roger Moore in space.
Yeah. Sounds right.
It's... as we do mechanic things.
Montage.
I like that Josh is the only one that got dirty.
Okay, well, okay. I think I found a better way to describe my problem with the, like, what do you call it? With my problem with the tone.
Yeah.
Is the part where you're doing all the wacky fun stuff right now, and like you said, the tone kind of normalizes later.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still able to shoot and kill people right now while you're doing all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I think, my problem with it. If the game started off wacky and lighthearted and, like, totally non-lethal
and like
for a few hours, and then built into, hey, shit's serious, now you might actually be killing people, that would be one thing.
Yeah, I'd see where you're coming
So the
from
fact
with
that you can just murder people from the start while you're on your wacky fun time adventures is the part that's really getting to me.
It is weird.
Like, I feel like if it's going to build up to that that tone, then it needs to start off fully in this tone.
Yes.
Like, as much as I hate to say this, I feel like that first mission should have been like, or that mission to steal the car should have been like, if you kill anybody, you like lose or something.
Yeah. Well, I think an even better answer would be like, you don't have the bit at the beginning where he's a registered gun owner, and just you don't. One part of the hackerspace mission isn't 3D print a gun immediately.
Yeah.
And like you just like the guns show up on the ground, and if you try to pick it up, then it's just like nah man, I don't do guns.
And then later on, he could be forced into a situation where it's like, okay, it's time to do guns.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I feel really weird about this game's kind of... Because, like, that's the thing. I think that's why it was reminding me of Saints Row in a way. Or, like, why I was thinking that was because of just the idea of you are on this weird, wacky, goofy adventure, but shooting people to death, if you so choose. Which reminds me of, like, the part at the beginning of Saints Row 3, where you were killing a bunch of people in the bank, but then also signing autographs.
Yeah.
Which is like here, where you could have just murdered like 100 people to get this stupid car, and now you're driving it around trying to get Instagram followers. Yeah, the tone is all over the place here, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you fix that problem without also like making the gameplay suck for a while.
I don't think you have to worry about that because I don't think I think the non-lethal options are fun enough to hold hold on for
True.
6-8 hours.
Well, because you have your taser gun now, so that's a thing. You could have just like actually had a bit where it's like, hey, you got this 3D printer, make a better taser gun or something.
Yeah, make a two-shot.
Make a taser gun with an extended clip.
Yeah.
So that you have like a gun you can use on people to knock them out, or fucking make a gun that shoots tranquilizer darts or something.
Like, don't introduce the heavy armored people at the movie studio because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like, there are ways to get around this that I feel like are...
And yeah, you could be able to ramp up the plot to seriousness, like, shortly.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't have to stretch for, like, half the game, but, you know... Like, I don't know, if this game really was just, like, wacky fun-time adventures, that then it's like, oh, shit got serious, that'd be fun, but it feels like that's not quite what it is, because from the start you're killing people. You know, you don't have to, but the game is also not saying anything about you doing it.
It's... I like GTA 4 a lot, but it's the GTA 4 problem. Basically.
Is GTA 4 one of those things of, like, trying to ramp up as it goes?
No, GTA 4 is very serious all the time, and, like, the GTA 4 man is fleeing the Bosnian War.
Mm-hmm.
And, talking about how he doesn't enjoy killing people, and then you get out of the cutscene, and then you run over a city block of pedestrians. Oh my god, the police! Why?
I mean, you are committing crimes. That man just said we're gonna hit them where it gigahertz.
I think that was the car.
Okay, I don't have the volume up, so I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't have the volume
so
up.
wait,
either.
is there no one in your... Oh, you're remote driving the car?
We're remote driving the car, because it has the remote driving capabilities.
Right.
They just didn't do it good.
I was about to wonder if that was a horrible glitch. Or like an in-joke that the car still couldn't read you, so it just looked empty.
No, it was...
Okay. It is just because you're remote driving the car.
Yeah.
What kind of connection do you have to be able to remote drive the car like this?
4G, dog?
I don't know, I've heard that's not great for your health.
No, that's 5G.
Oh,
that's
no,
5G.
the car. 4G was totally healthy?
Yeah.
It's only when we upgraded. Alright, makes sense. Like, I don't know, I feel like if this game had started off and you were all just, like, happy-go-lucky hackers causing property damage and, like, graffitiing things or whatever, like, that would be, or, like, exposing people online for whatever, that'd be one thing, and then it ramps up to kill people.
Was it?
But, like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
Of course, look at the numbers, but I don't know this. I mean, what are we gonna do?
Like, you said it's, like, 12 hours before the plot turns into, like, shit getting serious, right?
I may be exaggerating that a bit, but it is like halfway through, like slightly over halfway through.
Yeah,
I would say.
I feel like you could totally do like a first third of the game totally like non-lethal stuff, and then have it get serious, and then it's like, okay, now.
It's like sadtube.com, the channel for sad people.
Does that exist?
No.
Come on.
How do you know? Have you tried?
I haven't tried.
They've got their own goddamn branding.
Hey, remember this man bun guy who I said would never show up again? Just doing yoga?
DFP.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, yeah, I don't know what just happened. I don't know what this redirect was.
Oh boy.
But I put sadtube.com in the internet browser and hit enter, and it took me to the Game of Thrones mobile game.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. I'm gonna... Hold on. Let me... Why would... Okay, there's another one called sadyoutube.com. Oh, but it's done. It got shut down.
Oh no. Dude, the Google lawyer just came in. I should probably like actually spend some of these skill points because I have like 10 at this point, I think. We're gonna get. Oh yeah, that's important. I'm gonna get. The ability to just hack into cars so I don't have to be a creepy weirdo. Because that's important. And we're gonna get more battery, I think. That's... Battery's important.
Marcus, those New Dawn parasites got our recruitment video killed. Can you believe
Oh
it?
no, the Scientologists are going after us.
Rough. What are they going after you for?
Come by the hackerspace when you have a minute
Because
and we'll
we
figure out the best way
uploaded
to pay
the
them back.
fake Cyberdriver trailer to try and recruit people to download our app, and because it had it had totally not Tom Cruise in it. Scientologists were like, "Nah, dog."
Who was the not Tom Cruise?
Jimmy Siska.
Oh, okay.
I will say their names are at least, you know, it's not like, you know, Tom Cruise, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And threaten to sue anyone who hosts it. This is gonna cost us a lot of followers.
DMCA takedown. Annoying.
This is worse than annoying. This is a declaration of war. I will not be censored.
And New Dawn's a fucking scam. With rich people throwing away their money for some elitist circle jerk shit.
You've got to go fight the New Dawn
I do.
again. Just when you thought you were done.
Just when I thought I had finished the New Dawn.
We're so gonna cornhole this fake ass church.
What's cornhole?
Where the corn goes after you eat the corn, Josh.
Oh.
They don't like us using footage of their celebrity whore Jimmy Siska. So let's start with him. He's our highest profile spokesperson.
But it's Jimmy Siska. I mean, when I was a kid, I had the Siska glasses, the pop collar. I even knew every line to open
Siska
wounds.
popped collar, the Siska tooth in the middle of the face.
Nice. Nice. Just not Cisco, okay? Just anyone but him.
There's gotta be another way, all right?
He's in town shooting Cyberdriver. I was just thinking maybe we could talk to him. Fuck up his relationship with New Dawn.
See, like, I like this part where you and Wrench are hanging out, being buddies.
Wrench seems like he would be the worst. He's one of the best characters in this game.
Cornhole is a verb. That doesn't even make sense in the context if you...
I just like that him and main character man just seem to totally get along all the time about everything.
New Dawn keeps black
Yes.
records of their celebrity shields.
I don't think that ever really changes.
Check out the local center.
Great.
Just need to get in and dig up his file. Everybody in?
I'll round up the locals and I'll meet you there.
Let the cornholing begin.
You heard the man.
Cornhole.
Oh, why are the memes just there? Oh, hey, it's another one of these videos.
For too long, predators have
Oh, good.
victimized the weak and wounded under the guise of religion. The Church of the New Dawn
I hear voices.
I
in
feel
my
like
head.
all of this artistic graphic design part of the game is kind of the worst part of the game.
They counsel me.
These videos and crap are the worst.
They understand.
the secrets and true purpose
They
of
talk
New
to
Dawn.
me.
You can help. Take up a mask and protest your local recruitment center. Let their leaders know what you think of them online. Join us
But
as we
the
send them
mouse cursors are turning into middle fingers.
You literally just had a shot of a dude at a podium, and then a crosshair goes over his face, and he gets shot.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Marcus, I got something to show you.
Am I gonna like it?
I'm gonna say 30 to 1 odds against.
Then I guess I better get it out the way. See you soon.
We're so wacky with our unicorn pinata.
This is the
And this hand coming through the television.
TFP. This game is really rough sometimes. Like, I like most of it, but sometimes it's just the worst.
Yeah, it is. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you. But also, I streamed Watch Dogs 1, and I figure I'm probably going to stream Watch Dogs 3 when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to stream Watch Dogs 2.
I know. Like, it's not that I... Like, again, I like a lot of this. Like, the character stuff seems mostly fine. It's all the stuff around that that's really crap so far.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Like,
Do
I
all
don't
these people have, like, dialogue boxes over their heads?
Yes.
Is that what that is?
So
Okay.
you could talk to them before, if you like, if somehow you couldn't find the hacker space.
Oh.
You can
And they
talk
would
to
tell you
them
how to
and
find
be
it?
like, there are a bunch of weird people in like the basement. I don't know what their deal is. They're super weird. That's basically what they're there for.
Okay. And then I guess because you never talked to them in the first place, they just keep the dialogue boxes forever.
I think you can. I think you can talk to them like.
Well, yeah,
like,
at some point you could do that to make it go away, but if you never talk to them, it'll just
no,
stay.
like I think as you complete missions, they'll be like, "Man, did you see that weird Jimmy Siska video? That's totally wild, man."
The longer it takes, the more they rely on CTOS. They'll get used to things.
New Dawn, get down.
Distracting enough for you?
I really appreciate everybody in masks, and then me and Satara here, just you know.
Buy enlightenment. It only costs your life safety.
I also appreciate the sign that just says "Holy shit."
Alright, I'm heading in. I'll dig up what I can on Siska.
We're about to go to battle with these fuckers. I need anything shady you can find. If we want to pick up followers, we need to generate
That's,
some serious outrage.
Do some droning.
If we get caught lying, everything else DedSec ever claimed will be called a lie. Don't worry. If they've shit the bed, I'll find the dirty sheets.
And in comes Marcus with the classy metaphor.
I aim to please.
But yeah, again, I like Wrench a lot, which again is weird to think about.
Because, yeah, like, just looking at the lineup for people in this game, he seemed like he would be the worst one. But he seems like the most reasonable team member you've got.
He is incredibly human for a man with a weird LED mask. With the glowy eyes.
Is there a secret DLC that reveals he's actually like Jordy's son or something?
No.
And that's why he's the best in this game?
Whoops. Shit. I hit the wrong button. That's okay. Ah, fuck me.
How's it going, buddy?
Because this is way easier to do with the robot. We're just gonna sit here and wait for the robot.
Did you like electrify your own little drone?
I did, because I meant to do the proximity and then distract, so that they would walk into the proximity thing. But instead, I set up the proximity meter and then I exploded it, which is not the way that is supposed to go.
Nice.
But yeah, while we're here, I'm waiting for things to happen. How about that Ryan Reynolds Pikachu? Did you get Pokemon cards?
No.
Aw, I got Pokemon cards.
Did you just get them for going to the theater and seeing the movie?
I just got them for going to the theater and seeing the movie.
Oh, well, my theater ripped us off. They probably kept them for themselves,
Probably.
greedy bastards.
I got a Detective Pikachu card, and I got a Psyduck. Hold on, did that say the lie is the truth? Oh no, say yes to life, hope, and truth. Okay. Oh boy. Stealthing them. I'm stealthing them real good. Oh, what the? Why am I out of range? Oh, okay. Now I'm not out of range. That was weird. I'm just gonna stand right here in this corner. And down.
Just hide behind this bush and retrieve data.
Yep.
Oh, whatever works. But yeah, the Detective Pikachu movie was pretty good.
Yep.
It was a kid's movie.
Yes.
Which I feel like I should have expected that, but something about the marketing had made me think it would be aimed at a slightly older audience than it was.
I figured it. I mean, I figured it would be a kids movie, but I figured
yeah,
there would be
like I figured
more,
it wasn't. I assumed no one was going to be gunned down on screen, clearly, but
I figured there'd be more. Like there were two jokes at the beginning that I thought would be more of the tone for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
The one about your nudeness is attracting them.
Yeah, they're attracted to your increasing nudity.
Yes, and then the one about I stuck the stuff up my nose and then everything started talking to me.
And then everyone just looking at the guy funny, like, ugh.
Yeah. Like, I thought that would be the type of humor, but no, it's more...
It is very much a kid's movie,
yeah.
Which it is a fine kid's movie.
Yep.
Guys, I think we can use Siska as an ally. The man's
It mostly just reaffirmed my need for, like, a Pokemon thing that is aimed at an older audience.
Do you want a Pokemon thing that's aimed at an older audience?
Are you talking about the Pokemon special manga things?
I'm going to talk about the Pokemon... Do you want me to talk about the
one
Pokemon
where you just cut
special
people in
manga?
half and, like, melt your Pokemon with acid?
Dude, the Scyther cut an Arbok in half.
You're gonna wing it.
So gonna wing it.
Didn't the Arbok just get better?
Yeah.
He's gonna get a call from
Because Arbok's the fucking coolest and Scyther blows.
How do you like Scyther?
I mean, he's okay, but he's no Arbok. I prefer my Pokemon with hands, thank you. Also, as far as Pokemon with cool sword hands, Kabutops is way cooler than Scyther.
Jimmy, right. I was just about to leave. How's it going?
Not good. I think I ate one too many empanadas, my friend.
Oh, my eyeball. It is itching all
Also,
of a
just
sudden.
checking.
Yo.
While you were watching the Detective Pikachu, at any point during that movie, did a Cyndaquil show up? Or a Chikorita?
I didn't see one.
Great. Because my cousin has long claimed that Totodile is the worst Gold and Silver starter.
He is incorrect.
And he said he was going to walk out of the movie if Totodile showed up and not the other two. And as soon as Totodile appeared earlier in the movie, I just pointed at the screen and stared at him. And he was like, there's still time. And then for the rest of the movie, I never saw either of them pop up. So I consider that a victory.
That's fair. Oops.
Yeah, during the Super Best Friends cast, which I know that's not the name, but come on, it technically is. Pat said that he wanted just like a 12-episode miniseries just following random people in the city through their days, but with Pokemon. And yes, like I want that. That's the thing. Like the world is interesting. I want to see more of it.
It turns out Pokemon is a very interesting world.
Like some of the best parts of that movie were just the random shit happening in the background, like the early bit where there's just a Machamp directing traffic because a Snorlax fell asleep in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And he's over there just waving people on, just like, nah, hold on. Just go around. Like that's what I want to see.
Also, whoops, we're gonna... Oh, hey, look, they're talking about how the Hook Motion Pictures got an email hack.
Oh, hey.
Like, remember when that happened in the real life?
Is this too early for all the Harvey Weinstein stuff to get brought up?
This is too early, unfortunately.
Okay.
While dancing around spoilers, there was one character who they kept never showing the face of.
Oh, yeah, no, I caught onto that super early.
I overthought that so hard. Because I was like, why are they not showing the face? And then they showed up, and then I went...
I caught on to that probably the second time that character appears on screen, and the face isn't shown, and I was like, oh, okay.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, probably about the second time that character showed up on screen, and it was just like, here they are, here's their back to the camera. Like, hunched shoulders, hat on. Pay no attention to the character behind this getup.
I was overthinking it so hard.
Yeah. So that was my thing. By the time they... Actually, I think it was roughly after they introduced the reporter girl. That is the immediate moment that I thought, like, oh, right, okay, yeah, this is totally a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Like, that is when I knew for sure that it's like, okay, target audience for this is younger than I thought.
Alright, let's get on.
Because that character's introduction is, like, setting the tone for the rest of the movie.
Whatever, that character's introduction is great.
It is! That's what I mean. It's great, but it also sets the tone as, okay, this is for a younger audience.
Not as inspired as I used to be. Jimmy.
Anyway, we're now doing the fucking Blade Runner thing at Tom Cruise. You see a turtle on the side of the streets.
Okay, there are rumors about this place where they take church members who are having issues, and they don't come back for a really long time, if they come back at all.
I've heard
It is upside down. If you stop to pick it up, your car would be run over. If you don't,
I'm not in trouble.
the turtle will die. What color is the sky?
I promise you will not.
Is he wearing, like, a weird sci-fi headband to measure the thetans?
Yes.
Okay. You're doing the audit?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I never find out.
What does it have a name?
The Red Room. They called it the Red Room.
Oh yeah, man, and one last thing, man. Like, your last 5 movies have been just disappointing as shit, so act better. Alright, keep your chin up. Peace!
I like the ending of that cutscene.
Alright, I have a new lead on how we can burn
Aw.
but I'm missing a key piece.
Sick burn.
Why would you just hit him with that? That's rough.
The Red Room seems to be some kind of rehab center where they send problematic church members. People who go there...
Here I thought Tom Cruise was having a renaissance with the whole Mission Impossible thing.
Yeah, but he also did...
I thought everybody liked him now.
But he did The Mummy.
He did. Remember the trailer for The Mummy?
Remember when it didn't have any sound?
Remember when the same thing happened to the fucking Detective Pikachu or whatever?
No, it was Men in Black.
Well, what? Oh, was it? Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was the Detective Pikachu movie that happened.
It was the Men in Black with the Chris Hemsworth and the Tessa
Yeah,
Thompson.
now I remember.
And the,
Thor 3, Take 2.
And the Kumail Nanjiani.
Is he also in that one?
Yeah, he's the weird little alien dude.
Oh, I completely missed that. I didn't know who it was.
How could you not? He has the most distinctive voice.
I don't really look for his voice. Like, I don't
really look for anyone's voice, but I do listen to them.
Yeah. Well, hey, like earlier when I was watching the fucking Nausicaa movie, I just randomly picked Mark Hamill out of the characters.
That's impressive.
Because he was using, like, almost the same voice that he used in Avatar The Last Airbender. And I was like, wait a second, I've heard that voice.
Mark Hamill's in Avatar?
Yeah. He's the main villain. He's the dude. He's the evil emperor who disfigures his son and casts him out. Which you may or may not have made a joke about being the evil emperor who shoots lightning out of his hands on Twitter once or twice, but, you know.
Great.
Mark Hamill's a fun guy. I really like Mark Hamill. Did you ever catch that interview where he's talking about trolling Star Wars fans? And he's like, yeah, Disney doesn't like it, but what are they going to do, fire me? He's like, I'm Luke Skywalker, what are you going to do?
That's real good.
It is. Well, he's got a point. Like, what the fuck are you going to do? You're going to recast Luke Skywalker? Fuck you.
No.
You're going to put up with whatever he does.
You're going to put it, and then you're going to say, thank you, sir, would you like more money?
Which also, if you've seen any of those recent clips of actors from Game of Thrones, I feel like that's also the mindset they're all in.
It's just, all of this, like, I don't even watch Game of Thrones, and I am having the best time watching other people.
Oh, it's great.
Talk about Game of Thrones.
It's fantastic. I was actually thinking about this earlier, and one of the largest tragedies of this whole thing is that Ryan Davis is not around to trash Game of Thrones. Because, man, I would love to hear that. There's so many things that I will just like, man, this is great. I love this. And then I'll just stop and go like, shit, I really wish I could hear Ryan Davis's take on this situation. Because that man was fucking hilarious.
It's true.
But yeah, listening to all of the actors from Game of Thrones. Just the bit where
You're in for it.
The bit where the dude who plays Jon Snow is just like, they're like, hey, can you describe the final season in one word? And he just sits there for a second, he's like, disappointing. And the interviewer looks like she's about to have a heart attack. And was like, what? And he's like, oh, or epic. One of those. It's fantastic. Also, who's this lady?
This is some San Francisco city councilwoman who apparently took it to not Scientology.
Videos of my surgeries. But here's the thing. I don't give a shit. I got nothing to hide.
And then not Scientology revealed compromising information.
You need my help. It's like you need mine. Plus, I finished what I started. First of all, don't mistake New Dawn for a church. They are a criminal organization. I pulled the records of all the properties they own in the Bay Area. There's one that just doesn't check out. Over there. It's marked as an educational center. Doors are locked. Nobody answers. Security comes and goes. Does that sound like an educational center to you?
It sounds like a re-education.
And now we're going to go to the fun Scientology brainwashing center.
Great. That sounds fun. By fun, I mean terrifying, by the way.
It's something, if I remember this correctly.
I'm assuming they probably play it more for laughs than anything else.
Oh, yes.
Did you meet with Miranda?
I did. We think this is the
But like the shot of the like weird brainwashing cabin just reminded me of the bonus mission in the director's cut or whatever of Dragonfall Shadowrun, where you go to the like weird cult HQ.
I don't think I ever did that.
Yeah, you said you never played the director's cut version,
Yeah,
right?
I only played the original one.
The standard.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like that cult that Glory used to be in.
Yeah.
You go raid their HQ for a mission, and it's a like weird cabin in the woods, very much like this place.
Boy, this is large and has
I
many
was
people
gonna say, this
in
is a
it.
large facility.
Let's figure out how we're going to approach this.
One of those guys is a board game enthusiast.
Yeah. Burk. I guess someone's watching dogs while we play Watch Dogs. Heyo. Oh,
Boom.
shit.
That's what you get, motherfucker.
You just turn the corner and there's just a dude there, and it's like, well, this has not gone well.
I like the idea of immediately failing a sneaking mission like that. It's literally the first corner you turn.
This is almost worth just, like, tanking it and restarting.
I mean, does it matter if you failed to sneak?
No, but... Again, sneaking sometimes it's way easier to
sneak than to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just kill all these guys and like the game cares.
That's true. And I mean, they are Scientologists.
Hey.
What?
Rude.
Do you know any Scientologists?
No.
Then who
Not rich enough to
cares?
know a Scientologist.
It's obvious they're hiding something.
I am not rich or stupid enough to know a
See
Scientologist.
if I can find a computer and snoop around.
Let's just send my robot.
I'm just saying I don't think it's fair to pick on a religious minority just because you don't personally know any members.
What if I pick on the religious minority because their religion was created by L. Ron Hubbard?
I mean, sure, that's fair game.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, get there.
Are you doing the dumb car hacking?
No, I'm trying
Are
to.
you doing dumb car like wall jumps?
You could say that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Are you about to fucking clip your way into the Matrix here?
I'm trying really hard. Here's the first person view. It looks real good.
This has gone wrong, TFP.
Yeah, we're just gonna try that again. Once more with feeling.
Alright, so question.
Yes.
Can you send the drone out, then walk around and do stuff, and then go back to controlling the drone from where it was?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Like this. Check me out.
So you can, like, stash the drone, then go shoot a guy in the back, then go recontrol the drone.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, you punted my drone. What a dick. And unfortunately, we've now gone loud again, but it's fine. We're just gonna try shooting all these people.
It's what the game wants.
Clearly. Oh, that's explosive. That's not...
Why would you just walk up to an RC car and kick it?
That's a great question.
Oh, you've died again.
That exploded.
You got exploded into like a cool slide.
I did.
Marcus, did you meet with Miranda?
I did. We think this is the place, but we don't know what kind of place this is.
So I'm assuming this is very much Watch Dogs 1 style. You are fragile?
Yes.
Computer and snoop around.
Very much so.
Seemed that way.
Honestly, like, because I don't know if there's actually upgrades for Marcus like there are for Aiden.
Oh, really?
I don't remember. Oh boy. We're just gonna, whoops. We're gonna hit the right button first of all. Disabilities, scope sway. Yeah, I don't. I don't think there's, like, armor upgrades for Marcus. We're sneaking. We're sneaking. Sneaking.
Continuing to sneak.
Oh, we're not sneaking anymore. Oops.
Jimmy Siska. Looks like you were right.
Well, Marcus.
This is the place, and they
Oh,
brought Jimmy
hello.
Siska here.
What are you
If I
doing
bust him
here?
out, think you can get him someplace safe?
Count on it. I'll be ready.
He's a ham radio enthusiast.
Who isn't really?
That's a great lesson. Ah, damn it. Fucking. Oh, we are going to do this mission and then we are going to stop because I am playing
We think
poorly.
This is the place, but we don't know what kind of place this is. It's obvious they're hiding something, though. So, I'm gonna see if I can find a computer and snoop around.
Honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm just going to run around and try and tase everyone.
I mean, why not?
I have infinite taser.
Yeah.
I should be using...
There's no reason all these people can't eat dirt while you complete the mission.
Fucking... God damn it.
Except that you're bad at this and can't make them all eat dirt, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be the reason they can't. But... man, you could really use an MGS5 style slowdown when you get spotted.
Yeah. I can use an MGS5 style. Why did that explode? That wasn't me. I didn't do it. There are people behind me. That's not cool. They're throwing grenades. I'm gonna hit him with the Thunderball. Stop calling reinforcements, you dick. Stop throwing grenades, you also dick. My ear is suddenly very itchy, and I don't know why. Oh, wait. Hold on. Making that, I have terrible news.
Did you die again?
No.
Oh?
Cement is no longer a binder.
Aw, damn. It's lost its binding properties?
Yep.
I guess the labeling rules are different in San Francisco.
Yeah.
You don't have to warn people about the binding.
This is the place, and they brought Jimmy Siska here. If I bust
It's
him
funny
out,
that you
can
phrase
get
it like
someplace
that.
Oh?
Hold on. Hold that thought.
I should keep thinking about binding?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I can just hack that one. Nope,
Did these guys kidnap Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Jason? My name's not Jason, and I'm not with Ludo.
I don't belong here, man. You gotta get me out.
Get moving, go.
Okay, okay.
We've rescued Tom Cruise from Scientology.
Miranda,
We must leave
Jimmy
now.
Siska's headed your way.
What about you?
I'll get out on my own. Just make sure he's safe.
I will.
There are a lot of dudes.
Missed opportunity to have him leap over a couch on the way out the door.
Yeah, well, you know. I don't know how I, like, almost died immediately. Oh,
I'm gonna assume just getting shot in the spine.
Oh, don't stand near the exploding thing, Marcus. Oh. Don't stand near the exploding thing, Marcus. Really just want to
Can you
point
not
out...
just, like, escape to the beach or something?
Yeah, I can. I was gonna try and get the key data, but whatever.
Oh, you know, you can. I didn't realize there was anything left in there for you to get.
I'll get that later. Because there's a boat! And I leave. I said I leave.
Oh yeah, speedboat.
I'm a bad
See,
boatist.
this is how you make an escape. Except that you got stuck in the rocks.
It's fine.
It's okay, because now you can make your escape. Yeah. Why are speedboats so awesome?
Face off.
Hmm.
Marcus, I got Jimmy out.
Not sure I agree with that.
Miranda.
Hey, you did all the labor.
What's wrong with face off?
Marcus,
I mean a multitude of things.
I want to burn these bastards and I know where to start.
Tell me what's right about face off.
Man, you should file a police report. We just proved the church keeps prisoners. I've got
That
footage.
boot that's
We'll
the
release
super
a video
prison.
soon to let the world know. What else do we
The
need?
oil refinery super
Yeah.
prison.
Yes.
Super jail.
Nicolas Cage's
How am I
performance.
gonna resist an offer like that?
What about that part where everybody's rubbing their faces, their hands all over
Yeah!
everyone else's face?
You
No.
take your face off. It's so good, make me mad. Anyway, join us next time when we...
Oh, it's that time, ain't it?
Yeah. When we do,
More watchdogs.
when we meet Jimmy near the New Dawn Temple. Which is one of the last missions in that section, I believe. See you then. Night, everybody.
See ya.